Hi everyone, I'm MercedesBenz and welcome back to another FIFA 19 video. In this video I'll be looking at the top 5 best new stadiums that should be added into FIFA 19 by EA themselves. And of course, usually there's about 4 or 5 stadiums each year that get added to the game. And so I've made a list of 5 stadiums that I think have been added to the game. And I think that could well be added as well. I think that these would be the best 5 stadiums that aren't in the game. These would be the best if they were added. I've kind of gone for a bit of variety, so I haven't just gone for all one league. So yeah, I've also not gone for unrealistic choices apart from the last one, but it's such an important stadium that I feel like I have to put it in somewhere. But yeah, I'll just get into the list. And at number 5 we have the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Stuttgart with an maximum attendance of 60,000 people, and this is a stadium of Stuttgart, which seems like is sort of a mid-table Bundesliga team, but in terms of stadium quality they are hitting well above their weight. 60,000 is a massive capacity stadium for a mid-team football club. And Stuttgart have a very unique stadium indeed. It is unfortunately sponsored. I'm not sure, but even before it was sponsored, it was named after a car owner anyway, so that's not too different to what it's named now. And the main thing you notice about this stadium, and the thing that has got this stadium into the list, is the fabric roof on top. And this stadium did used to be in FIFA. I remember playing with it on the mobile app, and it was just such a memorable stadium because of the fabric roof. And I feel like this fabric roof would be very cool to see in new updated graphics. Although the shadow would be a bit strange, but I feel like it would be a great stadium, and I'd definitely do a Stuttgart career mode in this stadium if it was in the game. And at number 4 we have the French equivalent to Wembley, the Stade de France. Now this is also a rugby stadium as well as a football stadium, and it does host concerts too, but primarily it was built for football for the 1998 World Cup. And as I said, it's the French equivalent to Wembley, so why not put it in the game? Of course, it hosts a massive 80,000 people. I believe it is one of the biggest stadiums in the world that is not in the game, apart from one that's coming later. One of the biggest stadiums in Europe that's not in the game, sorry. But yeah, it's definitely a good stadium. Not quite iconic, but definitely after France have won the World Cup, I think EA must put the stadium in. It's like, well, there's clearly a big footballing nation, so put their main stadium in the game. I don't know if there's licensing issues or something like that, but it's a no-brainer really. This one should be in the game. And at number 3 we have a stadium that I believe will definitely be added into the game. As for how it will look, that we'll have to see. In fact, maybe it might not be due to technical issues, but the Guangzhou Evergrande Stadium, the Tianhe Sports Center Stadium, with 58,000 people able to be seated in it, is such a good stadium. Not because of the stadium itself. The stadium itself is alright. It's sort of like as I said, it's sort of like a medium stadium. It's the same capacity as about the Etihad, but yeah, it's got about the same capacity as that. But it's not the stadium itself, which is the good bit about it. Behind the goal, as you can probably see in pictures right now, there is a huge skyscraper behind the pitch, and imagine just playing in front of that massive skyscraper. It'd be so cool. Like, you just shoot from distance, and then if you look at the camera angle with like orbit, you just turn it up, and then the goal goes in. You shoot, and then the goal goes in front of the huge skyscraper. It would be such a cool view. And of course, maybe there'd be issues with actually putting it in, but I don't think there's been too many issues with modelling buildings in the past. We have like the whole of it outside of Old Trafford before, so I really don't see too many problems and stuff like. Yeah, but there's no point in putting this stadium in if you don't have that skyscraper behind. I believe EA will, if the rumours are true, then EA are adding the Chinese league in, but if they do, they need this stadium, but they need the skyscraper behind it. There's no point having the stadium without the massive skyscraper. Probably talked about skyscrapers too much, so let's move on to number 2, and probably the most iconic stadium of all time, the Maracanã in Brazil, with 78,000 capacity now, but it's had more than 150,000 people in it in the past. In the old days when, you know, anyone could be let in, and now it's all changed because we have health and safety and stuff like that. So you may be thinking, but Ghosts of Masala, the Maracanã's all dilapidated and stuff like that. Like, it's not a football stadium anymore. It's just an abandoned place. Well, I think like it would be cool to have some sort of legends. You know how we have icon cards? We could have sort of some legend stadiums, some like really iconic stadiums from the past. And the Maracanã is around now, so you could do like a modern and a past version of it. But of course we could have the old Wembley as well, the one with the Twin Towers. You know, when England won the World Cup in 1966. So maybe that's just an idea. But anyway, people are starting to. If that wasn't the case, I believe there is a company who are planning to rejuvenate this stadium anyway, and of course, putting this in FIFA could raise awareness of the issues that were caused by the Olympic process. You know, spend so much money on the stadium and it just doesn't carry on. The legacy process for both Rio 2006 and the 2014 World Cup were terrible. So hopefully that will raise an awareness in the public community that the Olympics, while they cost a lot and they may look good on TV, then they're not too good for the local economy, especially in lower income countries. And I know that the 2010 World Cup in South Africa has some of those stadiums are also being sold and demolished. And finally, we have the biggest stadium at the moment, the most important stadium at the moment, and the one that I am certain will not be added into FIFA, the Camp Nou in Barcelona. Only stadium on this list that I've actually been to in real life. 99,000 people can be seated in this stadium. It's seriously massive. Like, compared to other stadiums, it is so big, it's unreal. Like, if you see at the top, then you're gonna have a brilliant view of the pitch because it's just so high up. There are some seats where you just can't see anything as well, but that's not really my problem, and that's definitely not your problem when you're playing in this stadium using Barcelona and you're looking at the stadium and you're amazed by it. So it'd be great to have this stadium back in FIFA because it's just so iconic and probably the best stadium around at the moment. But yeah, unfortunately PES have it. So, which is maybe not annoying if you're a PES fan. No, I'm not. But yeah, if you're a PES fan, then great, you've got the Camp Nou. But FIFA really do need that, and that's probably the last advantage PES have over FIFA, is that PES do have the Camp Nou. And yeah, this is the end of the list. Thanks for watching, and yeah, please leave comments on what I should do next. I always listen to comments and stuff. So yeah, and also make sure to subscribe. I'm getting regular subscribers now. So yeah, I'm aiming for 50 by the end of the year. So that's a bit, maybe a bit ambitious, but there we go. I think it's a fair target. So yeah, please subscribe if you want to, and also leave suggestions. And yeah, hit the notification bell. And yeah, thanks for watching.